What's going on, everybody? It's the Comic Don here. Gonna be the #1 YouTube channel to present all the comics that I love and that you love. In my very first comic series coverage I'm gonna do is the Predator versus the Wolverine. Brand new channel, so please hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bells, cause I'm coming. Predator versus Wolverine? Are you serious right now, man? I'm extremely hyped about this. First of all, my favorite X-Men by far was Wolverine. And now he's going to be facing off against the Predator? This takes me back, man, so far to the first Predator movie where, Arnold's like, get through the chopper, come on, let's go. I already know this is going to be a classic. Without further ado, let's get into it. It starts in Canada, present day. You could already see that Wolverine has been taking a beating. I mean, half of his shoulder looks like it got blown off. You see all the blood trail, and they're in the middle of the woods, so you know it's going to be an epic hunt. Now, if you're unfamiliar with the Predator loves a good hunt. And what better hunt could you get from hunting Wolverine? Now, as you see those 3 infrared beam dots, those are a signature of the Predator, along with his heat-seeking vision. Oh man, this is gonna be an epic series. Let's keep going. Shoom! It's the sound of the blast that the Predator lets off while trying to kill Wolverine. But Wolverine has instincts where he's able to dodge it at the last second. Though he's bleeding heavily and losing a lot of blood, he cannot regenerate faster than he is losing blood because the Predator is relentless. With Wolverine's blood leaking all over the forest, the Predator will not stop. Now, for Wolverine to be running from a fight, you must be relentless. And that's exactly what the Predator is, because Wolverine in the whole Marvel universe is one of the most ferocious characters and never backs down from a fight. But he can't regenerate fast enough, so he has to run away to escape for a strategy and a plan to beat the Predator. As he comes to a cliff, the water exposes and it takes down the Predator's cloaking. And I bet you guys are all wondering, well, how did it start? It just started off in the middle of a fight. This is present day. Wolverine has met the Predator before, but this is where it comes to an end. And usually at the end of the hunt, the Predator wants to reveal himself to the prey. And that's exactly where this part goes back, and we look into the past to where it really started. Alaska Territory, 1900, where it all begins, where Wolverine finally meets the Predator for the first time. Now, during this time, Wolverine, his house is actually a cave, and he likes to go to the cave to escape a lot of drama from the main population, because as we all know, Alaska is a lawless land, and pretty much anything goes. So you have to really be careful when you're around people. That's why he prefers to be around animals instead of people. Now, as Wolverine is describing the environment in Alaska, saying that they got 1,000 ways to kill you, but they prefer murder, and anybody that comes after him, well, they end up dead. The moment that he says that, the Predator makes his grand entrance, coming from his ship, and of course, wielding that spear that we all know too well. He's ready for action. Now, as the Predator starts exploring the environment, he comes across one of his own that was killed in battle. So the Predator was like, all right, I'm definitely in the right place. Now I'm going to have to find out who did it and who's the top predator here so I can make them prey. Meanwhile, Wolverine senses a blizzard is coming. So that means one thing. He has to go back into town to stack up on supplies and money. And of course, while he's there, he's going to get a drink. Now, when he gets inside, a woman explains to a man, if you need somebody for a job, he's your guy. There he is. Wolverine sits down at the bar and tells the waitress, the usual. And a strange man with a hat says, I'll pay for this one, and the next one too. So the bartender's like, well, that's gonna keep coming, because that's how he is. So he offers to buy the whole bottle for him. Now, Wolverine has developed quite a reputation that he's not the one to be messed with. So out of nowhere, a fight breaks out, and these men seem like they want to test Wolverine to see if they can beat him. Now, Wolverine is at the point in his life where he doesn't want to pop the claws to not bring any extra attention to himself. So Wolverine runs to the end of the bar and grabs a saw-like item and hacks off the man's hand. And after Wolverine lays waste to those men, the gentleman who bought them the drinks is like, "Oh, you're exactly what I need. I'm desperate. I need you." The man explains to Wolverine that his son has been kidnapped and he's desperate. He really needs his help. So Wolverine always protected children and those who can't defend themselves, so he agreed. Now, as this is happening, the Predator is testing out his skills against this land's creatures as he slices through a deer's antler with no problem. Now, his weapon of choice to take down this deer is a shuriken. It has 6 retractable blades, so you do have to go and get it after you use it on an enemy or a foe. Then he takes on a ram. Easy work. Now, mountain lion. Also easy work. As he keeps going up the food chain, this guy is riding the back of a killer whale and uses his spear to take him out. Now, as he's hanging his trophy up on a tree, he notices some fire and smoke in the distance. And this is exactly where Wolverine and that man are headed. Now, as Wolverine and this man are going to look for this guy's kidnapped son, Wolverine explains to him, even as the storm is getting worse, that he always had a soft spot for the father-son dynamic. And as they get closer to where this guy's son is supposed to be at, the horses start going wild and crazy as if they saw or witnessing something or just have a feeling in the air that something is wrong. So Wolverine is like, that's odd. And as they come across the scene, you see bodies turned upside down, skin down to the bone. Typical Predator style. So you already know what is about to happen. Wolverine is like, this doesn't seem like ordinary men, but the guy thinks it was them that did. So Wolverine is ready to do what he does best, and what he does very best is not very nice. So he pops his claws as they come across the house, as they see no one is watching post, and he's ready to do his damage. And boom! Wolverine kicks open the door and starts slicing and dicing these men, yelling at them, "Where is he? Where is he?" Blam! In the very moment that Wolverine lays waste to these men who allegedly kidnapped this man's son, this man shoots Wolverine right in the back. And he collects the money that he was really after, because these guys did a job but didn't include him. This whole time, this man wanted to get the money that they left him out of. His son was never kidnapped, so he thought he's gonna get away. And as soon as he says his farewells to Wolverine, choom! The Predator comes right in and blows his head clean off. I mean, you talk about perfect timing. The Predator always shows up when it's the right time to. And in typical Predator fashion, he's repeating everything that he heard the other men say. And Wolverine is infuriated right now after being betrayed by that man and seeing a creature that he doesn't know what the hell it is. So he's ready to kill. As Wolverine strikes first, landing his claws right underneath the Predator's jaw. And the Predator takes his mask off and shows his face. An ugly face that Wolverine guarantees he will claw it off him. Except Wolverine has never met a foe like the Predator, as the Predator takes his spear and runs it right through Wolverine's body. Wolverine is stunned and shocked as he leaves the cabin, and they both have to start their recovery process. Before they start the recovery process, they have to tend to their wounds. So Wolverine takes out the spear that he was impaled with by the Predator, and the Predator uses his technology to start to begin the healing process. And they both do it at the same time and scream in pain. But no time to rest now. Wolverine tries to get away as the Predator throws his shuriken at Wolverine and hits him in the back of his leg. Wolverine screams in pain as he tries to hide down in the cave, but the Predator cuts him off, ready for battle like, "Yeah, I'm here, you ain't escaping me." And then out of nowhere, a grizzly bear takes the Predator by surprise and starts to drag him away from Wolverine. And Wolverine notices this and is like, wow, what a feat. Grizzly bear slashes the Predator across the face and starts to drag him by his foot with his foot in the bear's mouth. And Wolverine takes the shuriken that the Predator threw out of his leg to keep as a reminder of what he's dealing with. As Wolverine heads off into the wilderness, he feels as if now everything is finished. But as soon as he starts to go away, the Predator reemerges with the grizzly bear's head decapitated as he lifts it up to the sky in show of his victory over the grizzly bear. This isn't the last you'll see of the Predator. South America Many years ago, there's an extraction team sent into the jungle. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? Well, that's because it is. And who is it? It's a team of 5. Team X. You got Jackson, Cruel, Maverick, Sabretooth, and Wolverine. Sabretooth says to Wolverine, "Hey, Runt, you smell that? It smells like blood." Wolverine smells it too. As they get deeper into the forest, closer to the targets that they have to take down, they say, "Oh, this should be light work. We've done this before. Can't nobody stop us." And then boom, out of nowhere, their team member gets hit by a predator net, and it starts to rip through his body and his skull. It kills him right there on sight. And Sabretooth was looking like, "Man, what is this?" And the predator is back. Except this time, the predator came with reinforcements to finish the job.